There's only two things you can do in life. Everything in life comes down to two things. Attention wandering, attention brought back to yourself. Attention wanders, you realize
agitation.
Whatever you put attention on. If you bring attention back, you will realize stillness. And then everything will be stillness. As I said, I was a teacher for 8 years, and in the last 2 years I've been going more towards a reclusive life, of becoming an artist rather than teaching all the time. I used to live with my students. I used to teach every single minute of every single day. And now I've lost the habit. The whole point of enlightenment is to live a fully human life. Not a life where you're just up above the mind and everything down there you don't notice because it's all kind of mucky. You notice everything, respond to everything. That's complete awareness, being completely aware. No one should live a life, a human life, unenlightened. No one. Because you're not living it then. You're not noticing, you're not responding, you're not in that circle of conducting that presence of noticing it, responding. You're not being able to give and practice love. You don't feel the response of others loving you. What goes on then? You're like in a hellish world, you know? You're in life, but you're not really here yet. That's why no one should live unenlightened. I used to have dreams about Master John in the early days, before I even knew he was a teacher, before I saw the Need of Listening came out. I used to dream about him, and he used to be this guy, and he'd always show up, and I was terrified of him. And he would just show up and be kind of loud and command the situation. I was like, what's this guy doing? And he'd take me around different places, show me different places, and I had several dreams where I was in New York City with him, and he'd show me around the town. And he was always like bigger than life and terrifying to be with, but also so attracting. And during that time, one of the dreams I had was I was going to go to California with one of my best friends, and we're sitting on the plane together, and I look out, we're talking about our plans and what we're going to do in California and how excited we are about going. And I look up, and in front of the plane, I see him, and I go, oh no, it's that guy! Oh no, he's going to California too! Oh no! And I was holding my face, oh no! I woke up going, oh no, it's that guy! Oh no, it's that guy! And then I went back to sleep, and then I was sitting back in the plane again, going to California, and I was telling my friend, saying, oh, that guy, what are we going to do with that guy? And I look, it's Master John. And he said, your friend's not going, but you are. I wish I could run out the plane, you know? So that's how you kind of used to chase me down in the early days. And so yeah, you know, how the self makes itself known to you can be pretty funny sometimes. And so life always feels full, not stressful. It feels full instead. It doesn't feel like you don't have enough time to get everything done. It feels like you have abundant time because you're always noticing and responding and feeling that. It feeds you, that presence, noticing life. Your own presence feeds others. So you're always feeling full, not drained, fed, happy, loved, and able to give love. It's always the same point anyways, isn't it? You're going to let tension wander, or you're going to bring it back. Wander, bring it back. Wander, bring it back. Wander, bring it back. But I'm really offended that meditation has such bad reputation. I'm really offended by that. It's the most beautiful art form there is, the most beautiful dance there is, the most beautiful lifestyle there is. To have a mind that's still, to know who you are and to be able to live under all circumstances, whether easy, difficult, pleasurable, horrific, knowing who you are, rather than grasping something or somebody to tell you what you are, who you are, to make you happy. A still mind is the answer to being your search for being happy. A still mind is the answer. How do you get a still mind? You have to train it to become still. Is it easy to fool yourself in the art of meditation? Some ways, yeah, because you're studying yourself, and you tend to be, what, impartial, huh? That's why I teach is helpful. You're always out of your life. You're never really where you are now. You're always thinking something else, so you're never in your experience. Having a still mind puts you exactly where you are all the time. And what you see is the stillness. If you meditate perfectly, you see your nature, the stillness everywhere. People want to be really good at singing, guitars, they want to be good at business, computers, but no one takes meditation serious enough to master it. There's some people have been meditating how many years in this room and still haven't got out of the beginning level yet. But for some people, time's up from the dream, and the feeling gets so strong that nothing in their life, what they do in it, makes sense anymore. And so they're driven to abandon it. And that's when usually they find a teacher. And they sit with the teacher and they immediately go into the silence and they go, this is it, I know this is it. It's not the other things. And there's not really a conflict with living a human life and realizing your true nature. There's no conflict in there at all. Everyone's always creating this crazy conflict. Meditation tends to be kind of a solitary thing people do themselves, and they'll do it for years and years, and they really don't make any progress. But then they think, well, there's nothing to meditation than where they're at. And that's really sad, because they don't get to experience the beautiful journey that deepens and changes and moves and grows and develops like any other art. People seem to be so easily satisfied with the very beginning ability in meditation. And yet I know in their hearts that they really want to realize the self. So what a contradiction. But when you first sit and meditate, everybody has this emotional resistance to just stopping everything. Like, I don't want to do this. This is stupid. This is not going to go anywhere. This is boring. I could be doing something better with my time, something that will produce something for me. What is this about? Is this being hypnotized? Is this being brainwashed? Because the whole idea of stopping everything to discover yourself is the most overlooked answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the one answer nobody ever comes to on their own, unless they meet someone who stopped everything. What is the suffering? What is it? It's that craving to find love, and be loved, and to be able to give that kind of love that sustains life. That's our food as human beings. As animals that we are, our food is, what is it, the 4 basic food groups or something? Corn, ice cream, potato chips, the 4 basic food. The animal part of us is sustained on plant food or animal food, whatever you prefer to eat. But the human being of us sustain on love. And so once you satisfy what you need physically to keep your life alive, you now want to be humanly nourished. And that comes through love. That's our principal food as human beings.